you doing, all beautiful sons of bitches? It's your boy Baxter, and today we got Evan, John, and Solar back for part 2 of the Holocron arc in Star Wars Clone Wars Season 2 on Phony Filoni Fridays, and Mob Cedar came in with the Cabatappy, clutches always. But anyways, guys, so we just watched this episode called Cargo of Doom. So let's just jump right into the episode, shall we?
I can't believe Dr. Doom had all that cargo.
I know, that bastard! Anyway, Anakin's fleet arrives in the Deveron system, cutting off the Separatist fleet assisting bounty hunter Cad Bane. Unfortunately, clone trooper scouts tell Anakin that Bane has already captured Jedi Master Bala Ropal and the Kyber memory crystal. Taken hostage on one Munificent-class star frigate, Ropal is held in energy bonds. While on the frigate's bridge, Bane orders the droids to get clear to jump to hyperspace. However, his ship has been seen by the crew on board Skywalker's Venator-class Star Destroyer, the Resolute. The crew fires at Bane's frigate, crippling its hyperdrive systems. Captain Rex, Anakin, and his Padawan, Ahsoka the Sabionda, come up with a plan to infiltrate the frigate with 3 ATTEs providing fire support. So, guys, thoughts on this opening here?
Not the opening, but I just wanted to say the title of the episode is a bit kind of churlish.
What makes you say that, Evan?
I don't know, the whole Cargo of Doom thing. It just feels more like... It sounds like something you would hear from the Batman show in the 60s.
Well, don't you know that Star Wars was based on serials that had corny titles?
I did know that, actually. I'm just saying, this one is a little more corny for my taste.
I know. People use that excuse for anything in Star Wars. They're always like, well, those serials were corny, so it's okay to have anything.
It's a series about space wizards intended for children, you guys.
Oh,
That's
hey,
not an excuse.
speaking of lame excuses for bad Star Wars stuff, was it this episode? I think it was this episode where the clone trooper bumped his head. And it seemed like an homage to the stormtrooper bumping his head that everybody always uses as an excuse for like any bad piece of choreography or anything in Star Wars nowadays.
Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
That was funny. That was actually funny in the OT.
Well, yeah, because it was an honest mistake. It wasn't like, it wasn't meant to change the tone of the thing.
Anyways, meanwhile, Bane tortures Ropal and tries to force him to open the stolen holocron.
Oh,
However, However, Ropal defiantly refuses. Bane tells the droids to increase power of the energy bond, which electrocutes Ropal to his death. In need of another Jedi to open his stolen holocron, Bane returns to the bridge and notices Anakin, Ahsoka, and their clones preparing to board his frigate through a view screen. Trade Federation Viceroy Newt Gunray contacts Bane via comlink and is angry at Bane for losing 4 of his ships and demands repayment. However, Bane promises that Darth Sidious will compensate him for the Federation fleet once the holocron is unlocked, and tells the Viceroy about the 2 Jedi that were about to infiltrate his frigate. Before leaving the bridge, Bane orders the droids to wipe navigation charts, trigger self-destruct, and transfer ship functions to his wrist gauntlet. Anakin, Ahsoka, and the clones storm the bridge and destroy several stationed B-1 series battle droids. Anakin's astromech droid R2 then accesses the ship's computer to locate Ropal. So, guys, thoughts on this part of the episode right here?
I just like that description you're reading. It's like Anakin's astromech droid R2, as if it's like not a very common character in Star Wars. They could have just said R2.
Yeah. That's just Wikipedia for you.
Yeah. They're like, oh, people might not know who this guy is.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, other thoughts on this shit?
Again, as I mentioned while we were watching, I didn't really get why showing the Rodian die in torture in the very near beginning, because now we just kind of stopped caring about why Anakin and the others are come to the ship to begin with, because they're looking for that guy.
Yeah, and it also makes
useless.
It also makes the bad guys look fucking incompetent because they're torturing this guy for information and then they fucking let him die on them. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, it reminded me of Batwoman whenever she's like, in one of the early episodes, she's fucking torturing some guy And she ends up like needing to like resuscitate him basically.
She held him hostage in the bat cave, and he ended up like dehydrating himself to near death, and just like, fuck, I gotta resuscitate him. Yeah.
I mean, it would be one thing. It'd be one thing if the Rodian actually does spill his info, and then Cad Bane has the droids electrocute him to death anyways to show how ruthless they are. But if they just electrocute him until he dies without giving the information, it just, again, shows their incompetence.
I think Filoni knew that he had written himself like too much into a corner, like time-wise. He was like, oh, I gave him too much crap to do in the last episode. Now they gotta save this guy, plus they gotta get this holocron back. Let's just get rid of this Jedi.
And this is the second part of a 3-part story arc. You have the time, Filoni.
It's too complicated. The audience, they won't get it, which is usually code for I'm too stupid.
Yeah, because as fucking... How's his name? Because as fucking Cosmonaut once said, Star Wars is at its best when it's simple.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
The Mandalorian, it's literally just walking somewhere.
Literally, yes. Speaking of Cosmo, since we're on season 2, he literally made an entire video literally simping for this show, TCW, but he literally said, but make sure you skip season 1. It's a super amazing show and you're gonna love it, but skip season 1.
Even people who, people say that often with the Next Generation.
Yeah.
But they don't tell that season 1 isn't as good. But I've very rarely heard anybody say to skip season 1 because it's still essential, like see the evolution of characters and even in a good show to see them like evolve into who they are instead of just like just skip it.
Yeah, he even literally said, "Hey, it's all the arcs are pretty self-contained. You can even skip around if you feel like."
Why even watch the show at all?
Let's keep going here. So the group make their way to the frigate's detention block, and Ahsoka finds Ropal dead inside his cell. An explosion from Bane's frigate rocks the ship, which Admiral Wolf Yularen, who's on board the Resolute, advises the Republic group to stay clear of. Soon the lights go out, forcing the clones to switch to night vision mode on their helmets. The squad sees Bane running, and they follow him in pursuit to the frigate's gunnery room. Bane orders his battle droid forces to eliminate the Jedi and turns off the artificial gravity. Ahsoka orders R2 to reactivate the gravity. Attacking the bounty hunter, Anakin kicks the holocron out of Bane's hands, but before he can grab it, R2 reactivates the gravity and Bane reclaims the holocron on the ground. In retaliation, Ahsoka chases after the fleeing Bane despite her master's warnings. Anakin tries to cut through a closed blast door to rescue Ahsoka. However, a droid trips and shoots an artillery shell, which causes an explosion. Thoughts on that part, guys?
Yeah, this is Bane's master plan, where he's like, aha, I lured you all into this trap. And then it's literally just like droids on one side of them shooting blasters at them. Like, you could have surrounded them. Like, you could have set up a whole, like, yeah, his trap is just lame. It's basically like a normal battle. Like, you could have not had a trap and you would have been just as set up, like, if you just turned and started shooting at them.
Yeah, fucking hell, like, have everyone hide, and then when the Jedi are in the middle of the room, you could circle around them.
Yeah, have them surrounded whenever they come in and hit them from all angles. He's literally just like, hey, it's the same battle that we always have, guys. Or hell, let them get further in the room, turn off the anti-grav, surprise them, and then shoot them all. That would have been That's the crafty bastard shit right there. But nah, Filoni, like John and I keep complaining, he only keeps thinking like it's a 2D fighting game or Rome Total War, and he can only like imagine like two sides coming together like this. He really does like lack any sort of like James Cameron, for as much shit as I'll give him crap for, at least he's good at like keeping a map of a battle kind of in his head, and he'll like sort of like give you a very good layout, make them like 3-dimensional and shit. It's like Filoni he can't picture anything larger than like a room, it seems like, and every battle is just like, I am shooting at you. You are shooting at me. We are going towards each other. And now it is done.
The most he'll ever get is if the enemy's on a perched position, like in that fucking Ryloth trilogy, John, that you complained about.
Oh,
anyway.
Was that the one where they were on the fucking cliffside and they somehow still didn't all die instantly?
Yes. Anyways, let's keep going here. In a dead-end corridor, Ahsoka and Bane fight against each other. While Ahsoka defeats Bane in hand-to-hand combat, the Padawan tries to telekinetically retrieve her lightsaber, although Bane tricks her. The bounty hunter grabs her ankle and sends a paralyzing electric shock through her, which renders her unconscious. Sensing that his Padawan is endangered, Anakin frees himself from the debris inside the gunnery room and orders Rex and the clones to secure a ship for them inside the frigate's docking bay. So thoughts on that part, guys?
I'm so cool, I'm not impressed.
Literally.
I'm Cad Bane. I always act cool after I clearly lose. Ooh, aren't I cool?
John, like you said, he's the fucking My Valentine of this show.
Yeah, like super cocky, and the thing is, that is also how the other characters treat him. Like everybody else is like, oh, Cad Bane, real dangerous. Meanwhile, in universe, they should just be like, oh, we kick his ass every time. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Cad Bane, everybody.
All the villains of this show need to form the Job Squad because they're sick of being jobbers. Anyways, placing her in stun cuffs and pulling her Silka Bead Padawan braid, Bane mocks Ahsoka and electrocutes her with his wrist comm while he waits for Anakin to rescue her. Immediately, Anakin enters the room and Bane threatens to void Ahsoka out an airlock like he's fucking Tim from United Spacers Alliance. If he does not unlock the stolen holocron. He's like, Anakin, stop, or Ahsoka will get some space. But anyways, Anakin is forced to concede to save Ahsoka. Once the holocron is unlocked, Bane inserts the crystal. Enraged, Anakin then spontaneously summons his and Ahsoka's lightsabers. Bane responds by opening the airlock and escaping. Desperate to save his Padawan, Anakin throws a fragment of a B-2 series super battle droid and closes the airlock door. Bane contacts Gunray to inform him of his success. Gunray asks him to transmit the information to him. However, Bane says that he'll deliver it to Sidious personally. However, his shuttle has already been taken by the clones. In a desperate attempt to capture Bane, Anakin runs down a hallway, although Ahsoka forces the latter to return to Rex and the clones inside the hangar bay. The Jedi return only to see the clones holding a Sheathipede-class transport shuttle.
Sheathipede?
Yep. Yeah, it's
almost sounds like Sheev got one named after him. Well, I know that's a Disney name anyway.
Yeah, hang on. Let me pull up a picture of it. Hang on. Share screen. Yeah. Where is it? Okay, there it is. This thing right here. Oh, wait, shit.
Ah.
Yeah. Admittedly, I'm on the Disney shit page. Let's get an actual picture of it. There it is. That's it right there.
I remember fighting that in the Revenge of the Sith video game.
Yeah. Anyways, other thoughts on that, guys?
Not really too much. I mean, it was pretty much basic, like, you know, Bane doesn't really seem to take advantage of having a hostage at all. He's just kind of like leaves her mostly unguarded. Not like completely, but...
Oh, don't worry, John. He put up that force field that Ahsoka tries to fucking run into to get out of.
Oh, yeah. That was this part where, Bane puts up a very visible force field after Ahsoka's been captured, and she goes, well, best plan of action now is to run headlong into this. It's just like, Ahsoka, you do realize that, like, that wall is there for a reason. This is like, it would make sense if he made the force field wasn't visible, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna charge him," and then she fucking hits a barrier, and he's like, "Ah ha ha, I planned for that." But it's like a yellow force field that literally goes up right in front of her face.
Dumbass
headbutt. Ahsoka, use headbutt. It's not very effective.
Yeah, weak ass fucking episode. Well, to be fair, John, headbutt's a normal type move, so it can't be effective against anything. But anyway.
Oh well.
Oh, yeah, this whole climax was fucking weak. Anyways, on the top level of the hangar bay, clone troopers Denal and Coho engage Bane in a duel. However, the bounty hunter defeats the two clones and dresses himself in Denal's armor. Upon noticing that Bane might be dead, Ahsoka wishes to retrieve the holocron, although Anakin claims that there wasn't any time to do so. Bane, who's wearing Denal's armor, enters Skywalker's ship. After leaving the frigate, Anakin states that though they saw Bane fall to his death, he still feels Bane through the Force. When they return to the Resolute, Ahsoka apologizes to her master for letting Bane get the better of her. However, Anakin corrects her and says that the mission's failure was his fault, quote, from start to finish.
Yep, this goes back to the Felucia thing where it's like, we can't have Ahsoka, even whenever we have her make a mistake, it's got to not be her fault. It was all Anakin being a shitheel. It's like, Filoni, this is why you can't have your OC in the thing, because you're just determined to make her perfect at every turn, or everything is about her. It's like, dude, step back, have her make a mistake or two of her own volition and admit to it. Because quite frankly, these are her mistakes. It's just the writing is trying to tell us that it's not.
Yeah.
They emphasize it like 3 or 4 times where they're like, no, and it was me. Like, Anakin admits it, and then like Ahsoka's like, oh, but Master Skywalker said blah blah blah. It's like, Ahsoka, learn to think for yourself. Like, he said that in another context entirely.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Any other closing thoughts on this episode, guys?
Nothing burger on an episode.
Numbers, honestly.
Yeah.
I agree with Solar. Nothing burger. It's like
I can imagine the Chad Jack saying, "Nothing ever happens."
nah.
Yeah, fucking bullshit here, guys, and that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, love you, subscribe to more videos like this, and we'll see you guys next time in the backseat. Take care!